getting ready to fire him up. It is showtime! And Colin Heim up to the cushion, 1 and 2. He's your leader. Brother Chris going to try to follow through. Can't make it happen. Chris going to be in that third spot. Mifflin takes over second, but Colin Heim now will drop to the bottom, 3 and 4. Everybody trying to get situated here on lap number 1. Colin's going to be your leader. Chris with the crossover now looking to the bottom side of Mifflin. That's going to be the battle for second. Chris Heim driving it to the bottom. He's not going to happen. Here comes Jason Rogers, drives it up to the top. Chris has still got a nose in there on Mifflin, trying to take that second spot away through 3 and 4. And coming out of turn number 4, and it's Chris Heim up into that second spot. Slide job. And trouble on the front stretch. Heim was working the bottom through the night, and he was kind of making some gains down there on Mifflin, getting ready for the restart, and we're back to green flag racing. And now up front, it's the Heims. Chris got a good jump, and he went right to that second spot. Now he's got to defend, and he does a good job of that. 6, Colin Heim, the one of Chris Heim, who's only got a couple nights on that car, tested out last week in Colby. It looks to be running mighty fine now, and around goes Michael Pepper. And it looks like caution going to be out. 22, Michael Pepper spins. The 95 of Tyler Tipton. Chris chooses the top side, and we are green as Colin Heim's your leader, and Tyler Tipton off to the pits again. And 3 wide battle for that second spot. Chris Heim's going to be your winner as Tyler Tipton all the way back. He's done for the night. Colin Heim, your leader. Chris Heim second. Rogers drops it to the bottom. They're going to go side by side, try to battle it out for that second spot. And Heim using that momentum, and he's going to slip past at the start-finish line, able to hold on to his second spot. Colin Heim, your leader. Chris Heim battling Rogers for that second spot. Chris has it. Rogers going to fall back in line down the back straightaway. Then you got the big gaggle of cars towards the back, or towards that middle from 4th on back. Your 4th place car is the 21Z of Mark Zorn, and then it's Mifflin, Davis, Holloway, Pfeiffer, Sterling, Zimmerman, all right there battling it out. And it looks like Jason Rogers finally got around Chris Heim. Now he sets his sights on Colin Heim as everybody runs back up to the top, as Zorn right there behind is Chris, right on the back bumper of the 37 of Rogers down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Drops it down to the bottom, trying to diamond the corner and get a good run down the back straightaway. And now we're 3 wide again, 4 wide coming out of turn number 4. Mifflin, Zimmerman, Sterling, and now Sterling's got a problem. He's slowed down to the inside. 4 wide between Mifflin, Zimmerman, Sterling, and Davis. That got settled quickly, but up front, Jason Rogers starting to reel in Colin Heim. He's bringing Chris Heim with him. As now up front, you got a battle for the lead. Colin Heim, your leader, and Chad Sterling going to pull off into the pits. And Jason Rogers took a shot to the inside in 1 and 2. Not going to happen. Now he's going to drive it, probably drive to the bottom there in 3 and 4. Maybe takes a peek, see if there's an opening. And now we got a battle for the lead, side by side down the front straightaway as they go off into 1 and 2. Rogers down at the bottom. Colin Heim trying to defend. Slide job. There's the crossover. And Heim gets a good run. Colin trying to get his top spot back as he drops it down to the bottom. Chris running right there in the middle as well as they come through 3 and 4. New leader again. It's going to be Colin Heim. He takes his lead back. Rogers fights up to the top side, 1 and 2. And he's going to be able to secure the spot from Colin down the back straightaway. Brother Chris right on his back bumper. Crossed flags. This one is a very interesting race as the Heim brothers had a little contact there in 3 and 4. Chris drops it down to the bottom to protect from Holloway. Rogers is your leader. Colin Heim, Chris Heim. Now Chris going to step to the bottom, trying to take second from brother Colin as they scoot down the back straightaway. Rogers, Heim, Holloway, and Zorn. Zorn drops to the bottom, trying to take that spot away from Shaylin Holloway. And now Zorn with a problem, and he's going to pull off into the infield. Jason Rogers, your leader. Colin Heim in that second spot. Shaylin Holloway drops to the bottom, trying to get a twofer there in 3 and 4, and he will slides her up And he gets a 2 for on the Heim brothers. Got around Chris, drove around Colin. And those are 3 cars running 3 distinct lines there in 1 and 2. Chris dropped it to the bottom. Holloway ran the middle. Colin was up top. Everybody chases the black, green, and blue 37, but Holloway's got a shot to the inside. Battle for the lead down the front straightaway as they drive it off into 1 and 2. Side by side, battle for the lead in 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Jason Rogers, Shaylin Holloway, your top 2. Colin Heim, Chris Heim, your top 4. And side by side through 3 and 4, battle for the lead. As Shaylin Holloway still trying to work the bottom of the track down in 1 and 2. He's making it work. Rogers using the middle to top groove. And Holloway lost some momentum down the back straightaway. He's going to fall back in line. And now he's going to jump up to the cushion 3 and 4. See if he can try to get another run, regroup, and get another game plan to attack the 37 of Rogers. Rogers jumps to the cushion 1 and 2. He'll go down the back straightaway. Rogers, Holloway, Heim, Zimmerman. Your top 5 with Jason Davis right there in 6, knocking on the back door. And Chris now takes a peek to the inside of Colin. That's going to be the battle for 3rd between the Heims. As Holloway's there again, he takes a peek to the inside, 1 and 2. Can't make it happen down the back straightaways. He's going to fall back in line. You got a good battle for the lead. You got a battle for 3rd. And you got a battle for that 5th spot. And now here comes Chris, drops it to the inside of Colin. The Heims side by side trying to take 3rd away as they go down into 1 and 2. Battle for the lead. Shaylin takes another peek to the inside of Rogers. Jason Rogers, Shaylin Holloway battle for the lead. Colin and Chris Heim battle for 3rd. Zimmerman and Davis battle for the 5th spot. 2-car battles up at your top 6 spots. As Chris still trying to find a way around Colin. Shaylin takes another peek to the inside of Rogers in 1 and 2. He's close this time as they're going to go into 3 and 4. Drops it down to the bottom, and that's where Rogers is running. Runs right beside him. White flag for Jason Rogers and Shaylin Holloway. Here comes Chris Heim. He'll slide it up in front of Colin. And yes, Chris going to finally able to secure that 3rd spot. Battle for the lead down the back straightaway. Side by side here in the final lap as they scoot down the back straightaway. Half a lap to go as they head off into 3 and 4. Contact. Holloway gets into Rogers, and that might have sealed it up for Shaylin Holloway. Jason Rogers, your winner.
Billy, what are you doing?
We're jumping.
No,
Yes,
no,
I can make
you're
it.
not. You're not.
Briney Motorsports of Hayes is your local Can-Am dealer carrying a wide selection of ATVs and UTVs. They are your full-speed shop for performance racing parts, safety gear, full line of pickup and Jeep accessories, and so much more. With a full-service shop that handles all makes and models, come by and check out Briney Motorsports, located on East 8th Street in Hayes.
Old Billy might like jumping the construction, but you don't have to.